Kevin, would you just do one question for Sky?
From Oscar winner to outcast, a London jury sealing the fate of the darling of Hollywood no more. My world exploded, Kevin Spacey told jurors as he gave evidence during his sexual assault trial. There was a rush to judgment, and before the first question was asked or answered, I lost everything in a matter of days.
Action!
Jurors had to decide whether he was telling the truth or if it was simply another brilliant performance. Their not guilty verdict showing they believed what the actor had to say.
I imagine that many of you can understand that there's a lot for me to process after what has just happened today. But I would like to say that I'm enormously grateful to the jury for having taken the time to examine all of the evidence and all of the facts carefully before they reach their decision. And I am humbled by the outcome today. I also want to thank the staff inside this courthouse, the security, and all those who took care of us every single day, my legal team, Evan Lowenstein and Lucy, for being here every day. And that's all I have to say for the moment. Thank you very much.
From Sir Elton John being called to give evidence to tales of Spacey teaching Dame Judi Dench ping pong, a strange and surreal world of celebrity at the centre of this trial. At its core, two sides to the story. Kevin Spacey was either, as the defence put it, a hard-working actor and a charming flirt who, after rising to the top, wanted to help others. Or, as the prosecution claimed, a sexual bully who got off on making men feel uncomfortable, using his fame to assault, grab, grope and behave with impunity.
The accusations and the noise that surrounded this, even before it got to court, was incredibly damaging for him.
The timing of the claims mostly coincided with Spacey's 11-year tenure as artistic director at the Old Vic. Signing him up had been quite the coup.
It's not film, it's not television, it's live. And for me, I'm a theater rat, so for me it is the greatest form of expression.
I interviewed Spacey in 2006. He was very much putting on an air of confidence. He wanted to be seen as sort of an ordinary artistic director, not a big Hollywood star.
Turning the theatre's fortunes around and winning awards to boot. But just a few years after his grand departure, in 2017, at the height of the Me Too movement, less flattering accounts of that time started to emerge.
The Old Vic apologises wholeheartedly to the people who told us that they've been affected.
It started after American actor Anthony Rapp claimed when he was 14 and working on Broadway, Spacey, then 26, made drunken sexual advances. While a civil court in the US last year found in Spacey's favour, that initial moment caused a domino effect of claims. Sacked from his hit show House of Cards for allegedly sexually harassing crew members, Spacey's production companies were ordered to pay back almost $31 million in losses to producers. Aside from turning up at obscure film festivals, work dried up and he faced mounting legal bills, stuck in limbo, until police eventually charged him last year in connection with claims made by 4 men. Photographers fighting to get a shot for very different reasons. His trial taking a year to get underway when the detail of the allegations eventually became public.
One man who'd approached Spacey for career mentorship claimed he'd ended up passing out at the actor's flat after being invited out by him for late-night drinks around Waterloo, claiming Spacey drugged him and he woke up to find the actor performing a sex act on him, to which Spacey's team argued he'd shared an intimate but consensual moment with the man.
Another victim, a driver, claimed he was assaulted more than 10 times by Spacey over the course of 4 years.
In one instance, on the way to a showbiz party, he said the actor grabbed his genitals so hard he almost drove off the road. Spacey's team questioned the dates, picking apart the finer details, with Spacey saying he felt crushed that the man, someone he considered a friend, had gone to the police. They'd been mutually flirtatious, he said, and any touching wasn't violent, but romantic in his eyes.
Welcoming the chance, he said, to finally set the record straight in a court of law. Spacey told the jury the case against him was weak.
Giving evidence for around a day and a half, from Spacey, there were tears as he spoke of losing everything. And there was humour when he admitted feeling lonely, asked if he'd reached out to people to ease the burden. There was laughter in the court as he said, sure, welcome to life.
But there was nothing funny about the claims he faced. His defence, that accusers were either lying to get money, had their facts wrong, or were confused about how to process their attraction to him. The star doggedly digging through old records, boxes of photos, and any evidence that could disprove the claims.
The question is, does this verdict allow Kevin Spacey to be Kevin Spacey, to be the iconic actor who has oodles of talent, to regain his position as one of the A-listers of Hollywood? Sadly not. We live in a corporate world now, and raising money, getting insurance, all those other factors that exist on social media, where mainstream media has not got the same power. He will always, I'm afraid, have to suffer despite the fact that he's been proved innocent.
His glittering acting career tarnished by claims that weren't proven to be true. In debt, having had little work, it's likely the star will be hoping a not guilty verdict can finally signal his Hollywood return. Katie Spencer, Sky News.